Welcome. Welcome, everyone. And if those of you that are joining us online or here in the sanctuary, thank you so much for joining us here at CSL Bellingham. My name is Ronna Biggs. I use she, her pronouns, and my ancestors hail from England, Ireland, and Scotland. And we're so happy to have everyone join here today. We have a lovely, wonderful service coming up, and our senior minister, Reverend Abigail Schairer, is our featured speaker. And I'd like to give a welcome. If you're somebody who's new here or you have been visiting for just a little while, our Board of Trustees are at an Ask Me desk in our classroom after service. And we would love to invite you to join them in some conversation. They also have a lovely welcoming gift for you. So if you're new and you want to make a connection to the board or ask questions about the center and what we do here, we're sure happy to welcome you and greet you and share a little something lovely with you to start your time with us here. So come on in, everybody, and get settled. We're so happy to see you here. And let's kick off with some music.
All right, everybody, stand up if you can. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Take a moment and greet somebody, maybe who you haven't met yet. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here.
All right. If you're here and you're one of the kiddos here today, you may come up to the stage and join your teachers. They'll take you out and do some fun activities.
Look at all those kids. Hey. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We've got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and the animals too, and the sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We've got Mother Nature and the human race. We've got Mother Nature and the human race.
Have fun.
Bye, guys. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea Wood, and my pronouns are she and her. My ancestors come from the UK, and I want to welcome you all here this morning. I am Pod 1, Practitioner 1. Leo is here today and available to pray, as well as Kit. Anyone wearing a stole is available to pray with you this morning after the service. And also there are other ways that we can pray with you as well. We have a prayer vessel in the back where you can request prayer. And I invite you right now to join me in prayer. So know with me as I know that there is one divine presence, one power, one magnificent, infinite wisdom. It lives at the core of my being, all beings everywhere. And this one, the language of this one is love. It moves through all things in peace, in unity, and in harmony. It is unshakable. Spirit is everywhere present and all-knowing. And I know for myself, and I know for all present, that we are blessed. We are blessed to bless. As we ground ourselves in spirit, we become full of light, full of love, and we participate in the circle of giving and receiving support and love throughout this world. And we are guided to divine right action. So I'm so grateful for this community, each and every one of you, heart full of gratitude. I release my word knowing it is done, and so it is.
Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator, deep inside us all, you lift me up every time I call. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Again. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Twists and turns, unexpected, day by day, moving on. I don't have all the answers, come what may, right or wrong. All we can do is be there for each other in times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Crashing waves touch the shore, time
master every day. Ebb and flow, no control. All that's left to say is all we can do is be there for each other in this time when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. And help each other through.
There's a lot going on. I didn't sleep well last night because there was another shooting yesterday by ICE. And I didn't take the opportunity to address it earlier, and I feel like I need to address it now. I want to acknowledge Renee Good and Alex Pretty, who both got shot by ICE officers. And I want to say that no matter the circumstances or anybody's politics or policies, the loss of human life is a loss for all of us. And each and every human life is sacred and holy. And to lose people in such a way is heartbreaking to me. They were people with stories, with relationships. Alex was a VA hospital emergency room nurse. Renee Good was a prize-winning poet, and she was a mother. Everyday people like you and me. And there's a ripple that happens, especially when I understand our teaching at a deeper level, because the basis of our teaching is oneness. And what that means is that we're all interconnected. Everything harmful that happens to all of us. And it also means every revelation of love, every revelation of truth, every revelation of kindness also ripples out. So my job isn't to tell you to ignore it. There's been, I want to say, jokes made about religious or spiritual organizations that just say thoughts and prayers. I will say that prayers do make a difference, and our thoughts do make a difference. We also have a paradigm in our teaching where we say, treat and move your feet. Now, treat, for those of you who are here for the first time, you might not have any idea what the heck I'm talking about. So we have a version of prayer that we speak in this community called affirmative prayer. And it was originally called spiritual mind treatment, because when our founder, Ernest Holmes, was talking about it, he was talking about how the body of the infinite universe, or the body of God or source, is our body. And when a patient goes in for a treatment, they usually go in for healing. And so he called it spiritual mind treatment because for him, mind was another version of God or source that was present throughout all beings. And for him, that meant I have a conscious declaration that I know that the infinite mind of God is in and through all beings. And when I do a treatment, I am healing myself, which is healing the world. So everything that's happening right now that is counter to what I'd love to happen, I know is an effect of the people who came before and the people who are here now. That the policies that are in place or the paradigms that are unfolding that are paradigms of fear or violence or hatred or division are policies that were created by people in fear. And there's also policies and places and groups of consciousness that was created in love. And so the question is, what are you going to align with? Are you going to align with fear, or are you going to align with love? Yes. So I want you to know that I'm not interested in being asleep during this time. I want to stay awake. And instead of my heart being hardened, I want my heart to open. And it causes me to ask the hard questions of, where am I being fearful of the other? Where am I demoralizing or demonizing other human beings because of their actions? It doesn't mean I agree with actions. It doesn't mean that I am encouraging those actions, but where am I behaving in the way where I might be condemning people in the same way? And so this is where our teaching is the hard teaching. Because it requires me to look inward. And if I want to walk my talk, that means I need to create a space of love in my heart for people who are hurting and even for people who have harmed others. And that is hard work. But it is the work of love. It is the work of the kind of planet I want to be on, where forgiveness is the norm. Where I can see the best in people, but I also hold them to be accountable for their actions. And so that's the challenge of this. That's the challenge. So that wasn't my talk. I wrote my talk a few days ago. But I've been so stirred by it, I just felt like you needed to know the truth of what we're about here. And so it's not about spiritual bypass, which means you just say thoughts and prayers and you pretend like that's going to heal everything. It's not. It means I get to look at my own actions in this world and how can I take a stand for love. And that's going to look different for everybody. So I can't tell you how that looks. But I can tell you that for me, it looks like my everyday interactions, the way I vote, the way I look at things, the way I speak about things, has to be in alignment and integrity with love. Yeah. So I wasn't here last week because I was facilitating a retreat, a planning retreat for Sister Spirit. And for the first time in 19 years, we sold out in 6 days with 96 women registered. Wow. And my planning committee, who lives in different states, all of us flew to Arizona, Goodyear, Arizona, to create our dream retreat for the 96 women who will be attending. And what that entails is us doing the exercises that we're going to ask the women to do at the retreat. And when we get stirred, we go, oh, this is what's going to happen at the retreat. And we talk about the arc of the retreat and how it flows together. And then this year, we always love to do kind of like a sub-theme underneath the main theme that came through. And our sub-theme is about Wicked. And the story of Wicked is a powerful story about taking a stand for good and not always being the popular one, but being somebody who's willing to go in your internal heart and take a stand. And we had each, I'm going to give a little spoiler here, we had each of the women pull different characters out of a hat that they're going to talk about how that character relates to their life. And so I just put all the characters in the hat, and I was the last one to draw. And I got the flying monkeys. We all dress up like our characters. I'm like, oh man. So, little spoiler for those of you attending, I will be a flying monkey. But one of the things about the flying monkeys that I think is really interesting is they change several times. And one of their first changes is when they get their wings. And somebody puts a spell on them that causes them to grow their wings and is very, doesn't realize what they're doing. Doesn't realize the harm they're inflicting on the monkeys. And once they realize it, they regret it. But the monkeys are really mad. They're really pissed off because it was painful and it sucked and it was harmful and there was irreversible transformation. And yet it gave them the ability to fly. And so I wonder if during this time we might be going through our own transformation that is painful, but it also may give us the ability to fly. So my name is Reverend Abigail for all those of you who are here for the first time. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, especially our newcomers for the first time. And my pronouns are she and her. My ancestry is from Ireland and Prussia and Germany. And we're doing this 4-week series that is based on our teaching, which is on a book called The Science of Mind. When I called mind, it's kind of the science of God, the science of the universe. It's one of the books that we teach from. We teach from several, but this is one of our main books. And the first 4 chapters, by the way, this is my dad's. I just pulled it from my library. I was like, oh, hi, Dad. I didn't realize this was yours. We did, week 1 of January was the thing itself, and Reverend Deborah addressed that. The way it works was week 2, and that was me. And then last week was what it does, and that was Eric. And this week is how to use it. So that's what we're going off of these first 4 chapters in the book. And we're also talking about this other book called Braiding Sweetgrass. This is Sweetgrass. I am packing my house because I want to move here to Bellingham. I live in Linwood, Washington. I'd like to invite you to take this, see it, smell it, pass it on. It smells amazing. And I use it personally when I'm doing house blessing ceremonies. I have sage blessing, sweetgrass blessing, and I also use Palo Santo. And the beautiful thing about sweetgrass, and in the book, Braiding Sweetgrass, they talk about the fact that the sweetgrass doesn't survive if it's not harvested. Like, it needs something to gather it. And in the story, Robin talks about Robin Wall Kilmer, who's the author. And she is a botanist, a scientist, and also an indigenous person to America. And she says that sweetgrass grows best when it's harvested. So when sweetgrass is picked respectfully, taking only what's needed, the harvesting actually stimulates growth. So reciprocity is built into its biology. And when it's left alone, it's protected from harvesting, it declines. So basically, it needs a relationship. Excuse me. It needs a relationship with something or someone. And I think that it's such an appropriate metaphor for us because we need to be giving of ourselves, and we also need to be receiving of those gifts around us. And so the way it works is through conscious actions of giving of ourselves and also conscious receiving of the gifts of others. The cool thing about life is that we are interconnected. And one of the other examples is mushrooms. So mushrooms look like separate organisms. You see them popping up. They look like their own individualized organisms. But the mycelium underneath is all connected. And then the fruiting body is the mushroom. So imagine the universe or source or goddess or God or the infinite field or whatever your word is for it is the base of consciousness underneath everything, and you and I are the fruiting bodies. They all look different. They're all special and unique. They're all interconnected, and they all have the nutrients from the same source. That's us. And if we realize how interconnected we are, then we behave differently. If I know that my actions have an effect on everybody around me, I want to say, what are my actions? What do they look like? And how can I stand in being the best and most integrous person that I can be? And what does that look like for me? So one of the other things I'm going to be doing is teaching from this book, The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. And I love this book because it's not really, it is about leadership, but it's also just about how do you live a great life within relationship to everybody around you. And he has this line here. It's one of the basis of those teachings, Jim Detmer and Diana Chapman and Kaylee Warner-Klemp. This line here is, are you living above the line or are you living below the line? Are you living consciously or are you living unconsciously? I can tell you when I'm living unconsciously. I have those days or moments or hours where I'm in fear, where I'm super angry and I just want to rage against everything around me. I think it's totally fine to have anger and to have emotions, but the actions that I take, where am I taking actions from? Am I taking actions from fear or from a conscious knowingness that my love and my dedication to humanity is going to make a difference? And you can feel the difference. Sometimes I just need to be in my emotions and just let them process through me so I can get to the place where I am serving from a conscious place instead of an unconscious place. And I bookmarked this one section here. Oh, that's not the bookmark. That wasn't it. Not at all. Nope, that was not. I think I bookmarked the Science of Mind text. That's what it was. So anyway, this is my bookmark here. Anything that will enable us to express greater life, greater happiness, greater power, so as long as it doesn't harm anyone, must be the will of God for us. Anything that will enable us to express greater life, greater happiness, greater power, so long as it doesn't harm anyone, must be the will of God for us. And like I said, you don't have to say God. You can say source or goddess. It doesn't care. Because it is in and through and as all of us. But we are the mycelium. We are feeding the mycelium. When we have actions of love, we're feeding the whole network. When we're struggling and we can't see the path and we ask for help and receive it, we're helping the whole network. It's got to be reciprocal. It has to be a place where we're all in it together, helping each other. So you're never alone. You cannot be alone. You're actually structurally, biologically, spiritually incapable of being separate, even though it looks like we are all separate. And whenever I'm acting from separation, that's when I'm acting to harm others or myself. And whenever I'm acting with this idea of love and connection, that's when I'm tuned in to the highest and greatest gift of my own spiritual connection to the One. And so those are questions for you. Are you willing to be in a reciprocal relationship with life, with each other, and with community? Are you willing to take a stand for love? And are you willing to ask the hard question of, where am I causing division? Where am I looking at the other political party and calling them the other? Where am I looking at the actions of people who have harmed people and I'm maligning them? Can I take a stand for accountability? Can I take a stand for truth without also causing harm? I think I can. And so that's the invitation for you, is to know that we are here to be in relationship. We are never separate. We are part of the One. And I want to also encourage you, I want to let you know that some big things are happening in my life. Besides doing a fabulous retreat last weekend, I did a fabulous retreat this weekend with the leadership of the board, the ministers, practitioners, the Clara. We got our staff here. We had a really amazing retreat, and we created a focus together for 2026 that I wanted to share with you, but I took a picture of it so I could remember it. So our focus for 2026 is, number one, divine connection. We've got three focuses. Divine connection, which leads to support and service, which leads to action in the world. So the divine connection is about being radiant, being light. The service and support in the world is about being expressions of joy and being welcoming. And action in the world is about movement and expansion. So where are you expanding versus contracting? So that's the invitation for everybody this year. This was co-created by all of the leadership in this community. And we have some sticky notes that are on the walls. We have some poster board things that are hung up so you can see kind of the process, the celebration of looking at what worked in 2025, how people contributed, how they see this whole life and this whole ecosystem being like a tree where we're rooted and grounded in spirit, where our trunk is our core values, where our actions and our spiritual practices and ways of being are the branches, and the fruits are the results of who we are out in the world. So I encourage you to, if you're here in person, you get to look at it. Sorry, everybody online. We do have pictures. We'll post them. I promise you. And just know that that's who we are, and that's what we stand for, and that's what we'll continue to be. And so I invite you to be that with me right here and now. Let's pray. I'm so grateful to know that I was born on purpose for such a time as this. That it may not be easy work to take a stand for love, but it is the work of the holy expression of the infinite one loving itself, saying that love transforms everything. It transforms me, and it opens me to be the person that I know I truly am, deep and inside of me. I call forth that truth. I call forth that voice, that way of speaking, where it is about being connected with love. not ignoring harm, but being filled with compassion, serving in a way that the action of my service is creating a greater good in the world. I know that this world of reciprocity, this infinite nature of the one, seeks to have an expression of thriving. And so as I vision that, I align myself with it, and I step into a world of possibility where the universe conspires to support me and everybody in this truth unfolding. I see it every day, and I know and claim that life continues to delight me in expected and unexpected ways because I'm paying attention and I'm being a place for love. And so in this moment, I'm going to do a minute of silence to honor Alex and Renee and just be a place where love shows up for 1 minute. Love leads the way. Love guides me. Love transforms me. Love inspires me to say the right and perfect things at the right and perfect time. This is what I believe. This is what I know. And so it is. Thank you.
Try it one more time. Third time's a charm. Thank you, Reverend Abigail. All right, and now we are moving into our offertory. And before we begin, I have a quick note to share that Clara has placed in some of the rows that are more towards the front, there's a little sticker that we're doing a little pilot program with, and it's a QR code. And if you are inclined to make your donation for the offertory using that scan to the QR code, it'll take you to a PayPal page. We're trying that out, and we want to see if we can have a way that makes it very easy for folks to make donations or payments for things. And so not every chair has a sticker on it, and that's okay. But if you're sitting behind one of those and want to use that for your donation, we would love you to try it. And we're also just trying to see if the sticker is going to stick. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for all of the gifts that come. And Janet and Clara have our offertory baskets. And speaking of the braided sweetgrass going around, I love to share the story that these baskets were handmade. They're woven willow from a former practitioner at our center. So there's a lot of love going on in those baskets today. And thank you for sharing your love with us.
These are the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess, are you ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace? Gifts of the goddess, are you ready to receive? Love, are you ready? Joy, are
goddess. Are you ready to receive compassion? Are you ready? Forgiveness. Are you ready? Laughter. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the goddess. Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess. Are you ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess? Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess. Are you ready to receive passion? Are you ready? Success. Are you ready? Abundance. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive? I am ready to receive. Are you ready to receive?
Wow. Some jazzy music. I would love to begin announcements by inviting Rylan up to tell us a little bit about Teen Camp. So I'll pass this over to Rylan.
Good morning. My name is Rylan. I use they, them pronouns. My ancestors hail from England, Scotland, Ireland, Sweden, Germany, France, and the Cherokee Nation. This is my folder for camp. So we had winter camp last weekend. I got to hang out with 30 teens and 14 advisors. And winter camp is regional, so it's on the long weekend in January, and it is divided by region. So we had 3 camps. We had the Northwest region, that was us, and then we had the SoCal, which is Southern California and the surrounding, what are those called? States? States, thank you. And then we had our group in Colorado and their surrounding states. And we are working on getting an East Coast one. So, camp is a very supportive and wonderful, loving place for our teens. And if y'all remember being a teen, you kind of need that because there's a lot going on in your lives. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of moving from here to there, this class to that class, this grade to that grade, and all the stuff that school and friends and all of that puts you through. And in this day and age, we have a lot of very questioning teens with all the stuff going on that are trying to figure out who they are and how they fit into the world, as well as trying to navigate all of that change. And a lot of our teens right now are COVID teens. So they were in that 3-year period where they were doing hybrid or not in school or not getting social. So this is a great place for them to meet and feel supported and connected to other teens in a supportive way so that they can become who they need to be in the world, who they're meant to be in the world. So we have a great, amazing group of people who help support that, and I am so honored to be one of them. And it's not just a, hey, let's go have fun and just hang out with our friends. We do workshops. We have U time where it's just the quiet contemplation time. We do have rec time. It's only for about an hour and a half. And then we do some fun things like talent show and dance and that kind of stuff. But we make it interesting, fun, and engaging, and we give them the tools that they need to follow this teaching and take it home. One of the things that's really fabulous about our teen group across all of the centers is that I would say probably about 70% of our teens, their family does not attend CSL. They attend with their friends because their friends say, hey, this is a great supportive place. And then they come. And so we have a lot of teens that come because they were told by another teen, and so it grows that group. And so that's what we love to see, is that the teens are connecting with this teaching and spreading it. And maybe eventually their families will start coming. That's what we hope. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that fun stuff about camp. We'll be at our whole week-long global camp in July. So hopefully, tell your teens, tell the teens in your family, tell them to tell their friends. Come and join us. We'll have teen group next Sunday during service.
And one of the things that I really want to encourage you to do is to come next Sunday. Because it's so important. I want the community not to be about me, even though I really love your love and support. That's really awesome. But about community. And when community is about community, you show up for each other. And one of our ministerial students, Cindy, is going to be speaking. And to show up and support her, I think would really make a difference. So... and then keep me in your prayers as I put my house up for sale and maybe put an offer on another house. We'll see.
Love it. All right. So for our announcements, I'm going to jump into one that we're doing called Super Bowl Sundays. And during the football season, we are leading up to the football Super Bowl. But CSL Bellingham is joining with CSL Seattle in another kind of event to address hunger and food insecurity in our communities. And so through February 8th, our congregations are encouraged to drop off canned goods, good proteins, the chicken, the soup, chili, that kind of good stuff, and bring those to the donation barrel. We have a donation barrel that's in the back of the sanctuary, and you can drop those off as you need to. And we are also accepting monetary donations, and Clara has reported that so far, in addition to the canned goods, $253 has already come in for the monetary. So that's great. And we figured out that schnazzy sticker that's on your back of some of the chairs, you can also use that to make a donation as well. And when you go to that PayPal site, there'll be a drop-down menu where you can choose Other, and you type in Super Bowl, and so we'll know that particular contribution will go to this challenge that we're doing together. And all of the proceeds are going to be benefiting the Bellingham Food Bank. And as Reverend Abigail mentioned, the 15 commitments class, there is still time to register for that class. The longer title, Creating Your Unstuck Life, Utilizing the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. And it is a monthly class, so it's a little bit different than some of our classes. It's a monthly class that meets for 15 months. And it's starting soon. There is a Zoom option, a virtual option. There's also an in-person option as well. So the Zoom is on Monday nights and the in-person is on the Tuesdays. And we can, if you'd like to sign up for that, we're still taking signups, and you can do that right back in the classroom at the Ask Me desk and register online as well. The ask is to get registered by February 1st, so folks can plan materials and coordinate some of those elements for the class that Reverend Abigail is teaching. And then coming up in February, we have our next Spirit at Work breakfast, and delightfully, our former senior minister, the Reverend Dr. Andrea Acevedo, will be the featured speaker. Yay! And along with the usual networking and conversation and reflection components that go along with that morning, Dr. Andrea will be giving a short talk titled, What's Love Got to Do with It? The 4 Ways Love Can Transform Your Work. And this Spirit at Work breakfast is on Wednesday, February 4th. That's also Dr. Andrea's birthday. So the fee to attend is $30, but yet no one is turned away. So please register online or again at the Ask Me desk. Great morning for deep wisdom and deeper connections all around. And then also coming up is our new member class. And that we're just a couple away from that first new member class and orientation with Reverend Abigail at the helm. So if you're interested in learning more about the center and what it means to be a member here, and those opportunities and responsibilities that come with we will love to have you join the new member and orientation class. That'll be Sunday, February 15th, and it's right after service from 12:30 to 2:30. And again, you can also attend Zoom or in person, also signing up at the Ask Me desk. But it's great since we had to pause taking on members during our whole transition period in 2025. This is really the first time we've been able to open that up for new members. And I know there's some people that have been waiting a long time. So thank you for your patience, and please do attend and jump on in. And then finally, another amazing offering on the horizon is going to be Reverend Abigail's Foundations class, fully called Transform Your Life Foundations class, Go Beyond Your Limits and Discover Your Divine Purpose. This is a really excellent class to take if you want to learn more about the science of mind teaching, and it's the guiding teaching for our Centers for Spiritual Living. And classes really are just such a lovely way to have deeper conversations and reflection opportunities together and really get to know folks in the community a lot more. This class will begin in mid-February, February 17th, and it runs for 6 Tuesday evenings. And it's also got some hybrid options. So please join. It can be this Foundations class, I love it. It's one of my favorite classes I think I've ever taken. Totally can be a life changer, and really getting to know other people in the center as far as just a deeper connection with who you are and your own personal growth. So hope you'll get to join that class. Interestingly about that class, it's also on a payment scale, which you can learn a little bit more. If you've got questions about class costs, you can talk to the folks at the Ask Me desk, and they'll be able to help you with that a little bit more. So I think that's going to wrap up our announcements. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, dear Reverend Abigail, and all the musicians and sound folks, everybody who's been lifting us up. There is some delightful hospitality in the back, so lots to give thanks for today and with one another. Thank you and have a great week.
Blessed when I wake up in the morning, I lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am free. I am free. I am free. Every day of my life, I am free, 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 free. When I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am free. I am free. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Have a great week, everybody.